Thank you, Deirdre.
I was talking to Alice a fortnight ago. She'd lost weight, but she didn't breathe a word.
She behaves with great dignity.
Oh, wonderful woman. Whatever are you doing here? Was she working on one of your charities? I mean, she couldn't possibly have been connected with the prison. Was she? Yes, who are they?
They happen to be friends of mine, if you will excuse me. Hello, Doreen. Hello, Karen. Sorry I'm late.
Hi.
Thanks for that, Mrs. Davidson.
Yeah, she was a real pill.
I'm sorry we had to meet again in circumstances such as this.
Yeah.
How's everything at the halfway house?
Fine, thanks.
Would you like me to drive you back there after the funeral?
That'd be great, thank you.
Were you thinking of going somewhere else?
No, unless Doreen has somewhere else to go.
No. Thanks, Mrs. Davidson. That'd be great.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please go inside.
I think the service is about to start. Are you all right, Doreen?
Would you like a cup of tea?
Thank you, but I'd better get back to work. Are you all right, Doreen?
I suppose so. It's just all them people.
And what about them?
Well, were they all friends of Mum's? I mean, I've met people like that before and they reckon I'm dirt. And if she was like
she
them...
wasn't, you know that.
Well, she was, in a way. I mean, well, if she wasn't, what were they all doing there?
Well, that doesn't make sense, Doreen. If Alice had been like those people, she wouldn't have gone looking for you in the first place.
That's true, Doreen. And she left everything she had to you, no one else.
I know, but why?
Because she knew you'd need it. Something to start a new life with.
I must be going. Trust Karen. She's the best friend you have. Goodbye, Doreen. Bye, Karen. Don't worry, I'll let myself out.
Thanks.
Bye, Mrs. Davidson.
Cup of tea? What's up?
It's not the same for you. You've got this place. But now me mum's dead, what have I got? Nothing.
That's not true, Doreen.
Yes, it is.
Miss Davidson, how was the funeral?
Oh, not too bad. Doreen coped quite well, considering.
Oh, that's good. She must be made of tougher stuff than I thought. I expected she'd be back here by now. Her sort usually don't last long outside.
No. Perhaps the halfway house will change all that.
Yeah.
Have you finished the report on Coulson's escape?
No, not yet. Apparently she did get out in the mechanic's van. The police found her fingerprints all over the place. But we're still not sure whether the fight was a decoy or just a fortunate coincidence.
Well, I don't think Latham would risk her baby on purpose. And Rosie's hardly in a fit state to help anyone.
No, perhaps not. But it was quite an elaborate plan. I think she must have had some help.
I thought you had friends.
I went to a massage parlor where they know me. I had to run away. I couldn't do it. Do you want me to go back there?
Roz, I'm sorry. I'll have to phone the police. The people at the massage parlor must have told the police that you mentioned this place. They've been here once and they'll be back again. They'll keep coming back until they've found you.
What do I do?
The sensible thing. Give yourself up.
After all this?
They'll keep looking until they've found you. Oh, Doreen, you know what it's like. You tell her.
Oh, I don't know.
She won't be with you anyway. She can't stay here. It's the only way for her and us.
Well, one thing's for sure, I'm no lagger.
The police.
Don't open the door. Pretend we're not here.
They'd have heard. I'm sorry, Roz. I'll have to answer it.
Can I help you?
I'm Tony Hepworth, Doreen Anderson's parole officer.
Oh, Mr. Hepworth.
She was supposed to report to me this morning. May I come in?
The mountain doesn't have to come to Mohammed, you know. I'm doing her a favour by being here.
Yes, I'm sorry. Come in.
Thank you.
Doreen! It's Mr. Hepworth, your parole officer.
Well, where is she?
Probably in the bedroom. Doreen! She must have just popped out for a while.
Look, she knows the terms of her parole. I'm not supposed to chase around after her.
I'm sure she honestly forgot. She had to go to a funeral today. Her mother's.
I didn't think she had any family.
Neither did she. Her mother managed to trace her just before she died.
I see. Well, I can understand that she may be upset, but I'm afraid the parole board wouldn't. If she doesn't report, she breaks the terms of her parole.
Couldn't you just...
I'm sorry. It's my job. I have to see her.
I'm sure she won't be long.
You know where she is?
She was terribly upset. She must have just gone out for a walk.
The office closes at 5:15. If she hasn't been to see me by then, I'll have to report her.
I'll make sure she's there. Thanks.
That's okay. I know it's hard sometimes, but then we all have to follow the rules. I'll see myself out.
Whose house is this?
Me mum's. It's locked. Come on. You go first.
What if the police come?
Don't worry about that. They know this place is me mum's and, well, if they come round, I'll just say I'm keeping an eye on it.
I don't know, Doreen. I could be getting you into a lot of trouble.
Oh, get in, will ya?
What now?
Well, you just stay here.
What, forever? Oh, I'm sorry, Dor. I shouldn't even be getting you mixed up in all this.
Well, you're my friend, aren't you?
Of course.
Well, friends have got to stick together, and I'll see that you're all right.
If I could get to Sydney, I know some people who'd help me.
But the cops would be expecting you to try and get out of the state, and they'll be watching the airport and that.
What about the train?
Well, they'll probably be watching the interstate trains too, but you could try the bus and get off and slip over the border at Wodonga or somewhere like that.
I'll still be watching the terminals. I probably wouldn't even get close to the ticket office.
Well, if you give me the money, I could get your ticket. I can come and go as I like now.
How am I going to get on the bus?
Oh, well, my mum's got lots of things and old clothes here. We could make you a disguise.
Oh, no, Dor. I couldn't. Be like robbing a grave.
Oh, Ros, it'd be okay, honest. She wanted me to have everything, and I'm sure she wouldn't mind if I loaned it to a friend.
Oh, I'm not sure. Feels like stealing to me.
Listen, Ros, when you're on the run, you've got to look after yourself and bugger anyone else. Me and Frankie found that out. So, when you're finished with the stuff, you could send it back, and then it'd be just like borrowing.
Well, all right.
Oh, good. Well, look, you go and look for the clothes, and I'll go back to Karen, because the way she's acting, she's liable to dob you in.
Okay.
See ya.
See ya.
So you're back. How very considerate of you.
Thought I'd better.
You know that was your parole officer, Mr. Hepworth, you ran out on. He wondered why you hadn't fronted up.
Gee, I thought it was the cops.
Well, you'll have to go to the cops now. Mr. Hepworth's going to report you.
Would he do
He
that?
has to.
Honest, I clean forgot about him after the funeral and everything.
Well, I hope he takes that into consideration. You better get down there right now. You might just have time.
Oh, first thing in the morning, as soon as I've got Ros off.
You're not still hiding her. At the house, I suppose. Oh, Doreen, I give up. You're determined to go back to prison and drag me there with you.
Gee, Karen, it's only for tonight, and I'm the only person she's got to look after her. Anyway, by tomorrow she'll be on her way to Sydney.
I didn't hear that.
I've got to help her.
Doreen, you get down to the parole office right now, not tomorrow or the day after.
Can't I give him a ring?